Alright everyone, welcome back to the Nacho Chip Man channel, where today we are going to take a look at the EZA details that we have been given. So it is the Ginyu Force kind of Ginyu, Jason Birder, as well as Raccoon and Guldo. What do I have here? This is just Planet Namek Saga. It's funny that, like, this is how much we've gotten since Ginyu released. I was taking a look at it. Oh, that's not even true because all of these guys like came out beforehand, didn't they? So this was during the One Worldwide, and he was after that. So we've only gotten from here to here, plus these two. So Planet Namek Saga has been pretty dead. So hopefully we get a celebration for that soon. I have the two forms of Ginyu as well as like the Jason the Birder pulled up, so we're gonna kind of look back at them. I refreshed myself, but so we have Ginyu, Terrifying Conquerors of Planet Namek Saga 3 key 170. That I think they just give the one key here. Is what they do. 3 key 170. Yeah, they just give an extra key for the leader skill. Obviously, the links haven't changed. 200% attack, launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. They give him damage reduction. One key, 60%, 20% chance to crit. I think that's up a lot. This goes from a medium to a high chance, and they gave him like 20% more attack. Let's see what else. When attacking with 12 or more key, 150% defense. That's really good. That was only 50% attack. Is that the same? I think that's the same. Okay, no, they doubled that. And there's another Ginyu Force category ally on the team. Attacks effective against all types, high chance of launching an additional super attack. Chance of performing a crit. And damage reduction up 30%. Wait. For one turn. So he has this his first turn. And then if you have 70% or more health at the start of the turn, it's this. Which I presume is to lead into his transformation, which has a 70%. Oh, that's good. So they give you an option of if Ginyu is high enough on health, he has like that damage reduction and that crit. That's actually really good. This we would want to be launches an additional attack that has a high chance of being a super attack, but we'll take what we can get, I guess. Let's see, raises defense, raises attack for one turn. I think that's literally the same except for the attack. Yeah, raises defense. And then I think it's just his transformation, which just as a reminder. Fourth turn from start of battle, and HP is 70% or less. So theoretically, if you wanted to get him into this as quickly as possible and you get him like slot 1, you could float him off and then he'd come back. You just have to be below 70% health, or he'll have that extra little bit from his passive here if you're above the 70%. And then that way you constantly have this. Because if you keep him on rotation, he won't have this for his second turn if you get him in the first turn, because you'll only be on turn 3. Let's see. Covers 59% health. I think that's literally up from 50. Oh no, that it was 59%. I can't read. All right, key 1 250% attack and defense. Additional attack that has a great chance of being a super. Yeah, this is how you want it to be listed, so that way you get the additional procs on the hidden potential system, even if it's in normal. Attacks effective against all types, which he only had for one turn, and damage reduction 50%. Yeah, so he gets key, and this is up 50%. This is up from a medium to what was it, a great chance, I believe. The attack effective against all types. Damage reduction is brand new. Why when attacking? Why not just have this in his basic effects? I mean, whatever. So he's got basically two 70% chances to launch an additional super attack, but this one is worded better so that way you get the chance of the proc from the hidden potential system for your other. So at max you could do 4. Chance of throwing a crit 50%. So literally you don't build him crit. He's already got a 50% chance to crit. When receiving an attack, 150% and 50% chance to dodge, and when Jace is on the team, he gets scouted. Which I think is better because it was a high chance of foreseeing super attack. And then, oh, so he had to build this up. He no longer has to. So they completely got rid of that. Because that's the 50% chance to crit and dodge is right here. Interesting. And then when attacking, this went up. And then he got defense. And then the 50% damage reduction. Damn, he looks really good. Greatly raises attack. Causes immense damage. I think it was just regular raise attack. Yep. Alright, so he does look pretty good. Definitely getting damage reduction and having no buildup for this is really good. Let's look at these guys now. So, just as a reminder, 180%, high chance to guard, seals the attacked enemy super attack. You're going to want to run them with a Ginyu. And then they guaranteed guard, which also gives them this defense raise. And then they get stats for every attack received. They also lower attack and defense. So let's take a look. Now I wonder if they're gonna do the thing where you only have to run the EZA once to get these medals, because usually if they EZA like the banner units, what they'll do is they'll give you these either through missions or they'll like up the drop rate for the first run through. At least I believe that's what they did for the last character they did this with. I'm thinking that it was Tech Goten from the Videl, from the STR Videl banner. Alright, Planet Namek Saga Key 3 150. I'm guessing that's up, yeah, from 130. That actually makes them a semi-competent leader of Planet Namek Saga, which is funny. 200% attack, 30% damage reduction. I would have liked guard across the board, but great chance to guard is better than just what they had. Seals the attacked enemy's super attack. I was going to say, when there's a Ginyu attacking in the same turn, guards all attacks. Oh, so they have 60? Let me just look at damage reduction. They have 60% damage reduction in guard. And they get more defense, and they get the additional attack that has a high chance of being a super. So this is definitely a unit they want you to run in slot 1. Sorry, I just woke up. Chill a little. A little tired. Stuns the attack enemy. Someone stun. Did they have? Yeah, it was a high chance to stun. Okay, so that's up to a guarantee if you have the Ginyu on the turn. Guards all attacks, damage reduction rate 30% before attacking. Then after attacking, they would just have the 30%. Alright. After guard is activated to 100%, I already read that. So 50% attack and defense there. And then for every attack received, they go up to 100% more there. I don't know what the stats on that would be. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. That's actually really good. Did they have that before? They just had raises attack and defense. And then they don't have any additional other than this one, right? So their best situation is you're going to want to Ginyu on the team. Because you would want to have the guard to get this. And then, what is it? They just greatly lower? Oh no, that they had that. So pretty much like an increase the stats and increase the chances of like guarding. This stun is guaranteed now. I think this seal was guaranteed. Yeah, that seal was guaranteed. Then again, they were actually rather defensive, and then obviously the damage reduction, which basically you give a unit damage reduction on top of their regular kit, and usually they're pretty good, especially if they have guard in their kit as well. All right, let's look at Jason Berter. Space Traveling Warriors raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Causes supreme damage, 150, medium chance of launching an additional super attack, 50% chance to dodge. Space Traveling Warriors. Every attack performed, and when there's a Ginyu, they give more support. Okay. Now, we'll go back over to here. So once again, they're the same metals, which does make sense. Space Traveling Warriors 150, which we saw with Raccoon and oh my god, Guldo. That it goes up to 150. 200% here. Okay, so they have the better thing where it now launches an additional attack that has a high chance of being a super attack. So that actually didn't... Oh no, it did go up. Because it was a medium chance, now it's a high chance. Additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super, 70% chance to dodge, Space Traveling Warriors, or Special Pose. Allies key 3, 40%. What is that, up from 30%? Yeah. Key is still the same amount. Every attack performed, they only require 4 now. They required 5, and it's a much higher stat buff. When receiving a super attack, chance of evading enemy's attack 10% increase temporarily. When there is an ally whose name includes Ginyu attacking in the same turn, so you can almost get them to 100% chance to dodge. So if you have a Ginyu on the team and you receive a super attack, you have a 90% chance to dodge it. All allies attack and defense 30% for 2 turns. They turn this into 2-turn support. That's actually really good. And then I think that's it. There's attack and defense, causes supreme damage, raises allies attack and defense. They have that before? They did not. The only problem is this now implies that you want to run them as a slot 1 unit, which I don't. I mean, I guess 90% chance to dodge the super and 80% chance to dodge other attacks is good. But they have no damage reduction or guard, so like if they get hit, it might hurt a little bit. Then again, they do have like the increased stats. No, they do look pretty good. I would say out of the 3 when they first initially released, out of these 3, the weakest was probably the Jace and Berter, since they were so reliant on dodge, whereas like Ginyu would constantly stack his defense, and this Raccoon and Guldo would sit there and have guard and have like the high defense stat. Sorry. Who do I think is the best? I mean, obviously Ginyu is gonna be the best out of the 3, but out of the 2 banner units, I would say that Raccoon and Guldo. Guard and damage reduction is probably gonna be a lot better in most situations, especially because I know they've had a couple of hard fights that have been canceling dodge, so this unit just becomes unrunnable in a dodge canceling event pretty much. Well, maybe not unrunnable, because you have what, 200% here, 200% here. They get their own support. So they get like, what is that, 570%? 40 plus 30 is 70, 200, 200. Yeah. 470% defense. It's like the attack is whatever. I mean, attack's a little bit more important now, but there, in many situations, you want to be able to survive attacks more than you want to be able to deal damage, other than like Festival of Battles and missions. A couple of missions where it's like turn restricted. I think that is about it, isn't it? It looks pretty good. So what would be the best Planet Namek Saga kind of team? you could run with this. I guess you could have the 3 Ginyu Force members and then the 2 of these, but they want to be running slot 1, which wouldn't work as well. Let's see, you'd have Ginyu, Jace, Birder. These 2. Captain Ginyu Force. Does that fulfill enough of him? Then 5 or more special players on the team. That would be 5. So you could run a team where you have double Ginyu leading. You run these 2 in slot 1, these 2 in slot 2, and then have the 3 Ginyus floating, so that way you fulfill their conditions. I guess the only one you wouldn't be able to get is oh no, that's on the team. Doesn't have to be rotation. Because with the 3 Captain Ginyus floating, you could actually fulfill this every turn, and then this every turn. I mean, or you could put like them on the team, but I would say, oh my god, every LR for Planet Namek Saga is done except for they've EZA'd. Wow. That's like really insane that like every Dokkan Fest, other than Scout or Vegeta, is done off of Planet Namek Saga. Alright, I'll get out of this rabbit hole. Well, we'll call it for today. They look very good. I don't know what the angle is here, if Ginyu was just up for the EZA, or if they wanted, like, what is this for? Alright, questions for later. So, Ginyu being the oldest kind of Dokkanfest on here. A lot of people, I saw a couple of people saying that Gamma 1 and 2 might be able to EZA. Actually, all 4 of these are from the same year, aren't they? Does Misaka have an updated thing? Misaka does. I believe so. I think this is updated. So it was Ginyu. Because is Yamcha from this year? He is. So it was Ginyu, Yamcha, and these 2. So all 4 of them were in the year to be able to EZA. Still waiting on this guy. My other Gotan. Yeah, so these 4 were kind of like the potential EZAs. I mean, unless they're going to drop another one and it's going to be these 2. It'll just be like EZA Festival before the Dokkan, Global Dokkan celebration. Because we have what? Go away, stupid notifications. So we have, because I think it's either the 7th or like the 30th is kind of when we're seeing this start. We have a whole month, pretty much, before we get there. And we don't know if there's going to be another banner because of the change of schedule. I think I heard that some people are thinking the Peppy Gals, like, kind of banner that would be later in the year might get moved up. Either that or they're just going to kind of do a couple EZAs. They could do that too. Alright. I will leave off there. Cool stuff. I'm glad we went from a week and a half of nothing to just, like, Tau drops and 2 days later we get EZA info. Very, very good planning. Alright. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up below. If you want to leave a comment, like, you should really have a better setup for doing these kind of reviews of units EZAs or something like that, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Or if you just like me having Chrome open with all my tabs open, go ahead and tell me that down below. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. Ciao.